Skin washes aren't something I recommend as they generally contain toxins, which can increase the likelihood of acne, and they're often alkaline, which also increases the likelihood of acne. Also, aspects such as your digestive capacity, your gut microbiome balance, toxic exposure, toxic load, detoxification capacity, and including your bowel movements may also need to be addressed. Welcome to episode 8 of series 2 of the Adult Acne Podcast. And in this episode, I'll be answering your questions on cleansers, face lotions, moisturizers, biohacking, self-esteem, and hormonal acne. So here's the first question. Normally, I have cystic hormonal acne on both sides of my face. I had been using goat milk soap, rose water, and rose hip seed oil for about 3 to 4 weeks, and my skin was looking really good and calm. Then all of a sudden, things got much worse. It's itchy, and every morning there's a million tiny whiteheads. I switched to CeraVe Acne Cleanser and using La Roche-Posay face lotion for now until I figure out what's going on. I've been battling acne since I was 13 years old, and I'm so done with this. Well, firstly, I completely understand how you feel. I had acne from age 13 to 31. One of the most important things I try to teach people with acne is that what you put on your skin is the least important thing that you do. However, putting toxic products on your skin, which you are using, the ones that you mentioned, it is likely to increase the likelihood of acne. The most important thing to do is consider what internal imbalances are showing up as symptoms on your skin, like an early warning system, so to speak. What you need to consider are the foods that you eat, how well your digestive system is working, the balance of your gut microbiome, your toxic exposure, your toxic load, your ability to detox toxins, your elimination system. And once you have all those systems in place, I would then look to consider what you put on your skin. Unless you have experience and knowledge in the areas mentioned above, I would recommend seeking either a functional medicine practitioner, a naturopath, or a nutritional therapist to guide you through the process. You've clearly had enough of acne, and reaching out for help from the right person will help you to end the nightmare that you are currently going through. From my own experience, I can tell you it feels amazing to wake up every day and never have to worry about how your skin is going to look, and also to regain the confidence and self-esteem that you had as a kid. I've been there myself, so I know exactly what that's like. Now, I'm not going to pretend the road is easy, but it is well worth it. So I hope that answers some of your questions. Okay, next. Have you seen anyone that's had any success biohacking their acne away? I'm currently playing around with my diet and some washes, but wanted to see if you had experience that you could share. Well, what I would say is hacking is another term for cutting corners. In my experience as a sufferer of acne for 18 years, and as a clinician of 28 years, there are no shortcuts if you want long-term solutions without long-term damage. Acne is a sign that you have one or more imbalances in your body that are showing up as symptoms on your skin. Diet is a good place to start, but acne is very individual to each person. I would suggest that high glycemic or sugary foods and drinks need to be avoided, plus dairy and also vegetable and seed oils. Any foods that you're sensitive to should also be avoided. Eating as much of your diet from organic sources is also important. Skin washes aren't something I recommend as they generally contain toxins, which can increase the likelihood of acne, and they're often alkaline, which also increases the likelihood of acne. Also, aspects such as your digestive capacity, your gut microbiome balance, toxic exposure, toxic load, detoxification capacity, and including your bowel movements may also need to be addressed. As I've said before, I highly recommend seeking help from someone like a functional medicine practitioner, a naturopath, or a nutritional therapist to help educate you and give you the support that you need to overcome your acne. Amir was a 42-year-old professional man suffering from acne. He was overweight, suffering from low confidence, and had very low energy levels when he first came to see me. He was also spending £400 per month on products to cover up his acne. His skin was very oily, his face and scalp were covered in acne, and he worried that it might start to affect his work. Upon testing his gut microbiome, it was discovered that he did have a minor imbalance of gut microbes, including Staphylococcus aureus, which is often linked to skin conditions. He had hormonal imbalances, which would have affected his energy levels, and a number of food sensitivities that may have also been causing his acne. He was a slow starter in terms of changing his diet and lifestyle, and his progress was initially slow to non existent. Amir was also given supplementation to help rebalance his gut microbiome and his hormones. A few months into the program, we had a little heart to heart, and I made it clear to him that unless he fully committed to the program, he simply wasn't going to be successful. I half expected Amir to throw in the towel at that point, but to my surprise, it was just the kick up the backside that he needed. He knuckled down and started eating right for his metabolic type, finally started eliminating sugar from his diet with a lot of perseverance, and within a few weeks, his skin improved to the point where he had clear skin for the first time in 30 years. If you're ready to say goodbye to adult acne for good, schedule your acne breakthrough call with me now at www.eliminateadultacne.com, and let's create a customized plan for clear, beautiful skin that lasts a lifetime. Don't wait any longer. Take control of your skin today. Next question. I'm a teenager, and whenever my period is coming, I get acne on my T-zone, and after my period, I get acne on my cheeks. I've tried tons of skincare products, but they didn't work. I always wanted to go to a dermatologist, but my parents kept saying that they were too broke for that. Well, according to body mapping, the forehead and the cheeks relate to an issue in the intestines, and the jawline an issue in the liver. So the fact that the location of your breakouts change through your monthly cycle suggests that there is a hormonal component, although I would suggest almost all acne has a hormonal component. Your experience of skin products not working is shared by most people, and the manufacturers will hope you keep using their products despite their lack of efficacy, as I did for 18 years with no improvement. If you do have issues with your intestines and your liver, then this would greatly affect your hormone balance, as hormones are manufactured in the intestines and metabolized in the liver. This is why I always advise a holistic approach rather than a this for that product or pharmaceutical approach, which often makes things worse in the long run, not just for your skin, but for your overall health. If you are on a budget, I would highly recommend getting a good self-help book. There are quite a few, really good ones out there. In fact, I wrote a book for people just like you who perhaps can't afford to see a professional. In my experience, almost all of my clients have previously been to see a dermatologist who prescribed skin products and or pharmaceuticals, which didn't work and often made things worse. So I hope that helps. Okay, what's the next question? Hi, since my adolescence, I have had acne on a regular basis. 3 years ago, I tried isotretinoin for a month and the results were amazing. But my dermatologist stopped it and only gave me topical products. After that, my acne continued and it continues to get worse. And that's generally what happens if you don't treat the root cause. Now I think that my acne is hormonal because it also appears on my jaw. Having acne is the most painful thing when it comes to self-esteem. I know exactly what that's like. So if you can help me by telling me what to do, I would appreciate it. First of all, I'm really sorry to hear about your current situation and how it's affecting your self-esteem. As you probably know, I suffered, for 18 years from a lack of self-esteem because of my acne and because I was treating it at the symptom level rather than the root cause level. So acne is nearly always a hormonal issue and must always be considered part of the cause of acne. Unfortunately, there isn't a one-size-fits-all approach to acne, as we are all different. Your hormones are affected by the food you eat, the quality of the food you eat, what you drink, your stress levels, your sleep quality and quantity, your gut microbiome, your detoxification capacity, your toxic load, your ability to eliminate toxins, especially via your bowels, your exercise routine, and many, many more things. So you see, acne requires a holistic approach taken one step at a time. And as I've said on previous times before, it really helps to work with someone like a functional medicine practitioner, like a naturopath, like a nutritional therapist who specializes in acne by working holistically rather than allopathically, which means only treating the symptoms and not the causes. So hopefully that's helpful. Okay, next question. I need recommendations for a moisturizer. I have extremely dry, flaky, sensitive skin along with acne. Thank you. Well, my personal favorite is organic aloe vera gel. So aloe vera helps acne-prone skin in a number of ways. First, it's very cooling. It helps to reduce inflammation. It's acidic, and so it creates the best environment for your skin barrier, and your skin's microbiome, as well as being very moisturizing. Just like everything else, what works for one person might not work for you. I would suggest using moisturizers that do not contain unnatural and/or toxic ingredients, like most moisturizers do. And what you can do is you can check out a database at www.ewg.org/skin deep to see how toxic or not any product is. I'd only recommend using products that score between 0 and 2, and anything over a 2, I would recommend not using. So thanks again for your questions. And don't forget, you are more than welcome to reach out and claim an acne breakthrough call with me at www.eliminateadultacne.com. So that's it for this episode. Don't forget to send me your acne questions and make sure to join me next time for more great information on how to eliminate your adult acne on the Adult Acne Podcast. And don't forget, make sure to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.